helps you sort your life out.
So it's funny, though, that you say that, because you know what intrigues me a little bit, and intrigues me in the form of disappointment, truly, is you watch folks who you cut them off, and then you watch how hard they work to latch on to someone else that they can suck at the teat from.
Mm.
And yet they don't work that hard to just benefit their life for the better, to become self-sufficient. They'll work so hard to take from other people, but they won't work that hard to become self-sufficient. Like, what the like those sorts of folks, those sorts of folks, dead them now.
Yeah,
they don't
leeches,
need to be,
man.
Yo, those folks,
leeches.
You'll
They'll
never
suck you dry, man.
They
They'll suck
will.
you dry for your resources.
Emotionally,
they'll suck you dry for your emotionally, and your greatest resource is your time. They'll suck your time. So while you're sitting here, like, and the thing is, and this is what gets fucked up, right? And this is where like the game gets really screwed up. You're sitting there with these individuals, and you're trying to be a good friend, right? You're trying to be a good friend. You're like, yo, hey, like, I want to be there for you. I care, right? You're trying to show them that you care. You're giving them your time. You're sitting there, da-da-da. One time you do that. 2 days later, here we go again. 2 days later, here we go again. And then after a while, you kind of notice like this pattern, especially if you're like a different, a more elevated type individual, right? You're just like, yo, like, I'm giving this person, like, and the thing is, they're hitting you up and you know you got shit to do. And you're like, fuck, like, okay, let me, I'm going to pick up the phone. And then it gets to the point where now you're looking at your phone when it's ringing. You're like, oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to pick up the phone. So when you get to that point,
that's the fucking
drop
worst.
them.
Yeah.
Drop them. Because at that point, when you're looking at your phone, you're just like, you already know it's going to, first and foremost, you already know it's going to come out of the goddamn mouth, right? You already know you're going to feel like shit at the end of that conversation. And you know that there's nothing that's going to benefit you being on that phone with them. You should probably not pick up, and you should start taking steps to distance yourself. So instead of picking up your phone every time they call, maybe every 3 to 4 calls, pick up to see this. Maybe something's changed. You already know it's probably not, but you can still kind of be there, but start distancing yourself. And then eventually they're going to get they're going to get the point. And then that's what, like, to your point, that's when they're going to find somebody else. They're going to stop calling you. You're going to find somebody else to leech on, and they're going to start draining them of their time and energy. But now at least you're freed up. You know what I'm saying? And now what you can do is just love them from a distance. When you see them, like, hey, what's going on? How's things? And then you go back into your life and go do your own thing. It ain't about me having phone calls with you. I've had to cut. This is in the last month, 2 months now, I have significantly I made a huge chop going into my 30s, big time. But in this last month or so, I deaded a few. So I was like, you want to act like a little kid. You ain't trying to grow up. You know what I'm saying? You aren't even sitting down and taking the time to analyze your mistakes, to analyze your lives, and break down all the experience that you had and extract the beauty, the good, bad, the ugly of what you are. You haven't even done that. You're refusing to do that. You know what I'm saying? And you're dragging your feet. And so now you want me. I can't help you define your life. I can't help you do nothing. I can give you the stuff that I did. I read an immense amount of stuff and I got my head in order. But like a lot of people, they want this magic pill that's going to fix everything. But kind of like, I think we brought this up before, and maybe not, but like, it's like the 300 men when they sent their sons out into that wilderness.
Oh yeah.
You came back, you were a man.
Yep.
But when you're out there in that wilderness, you dealt with your demons. You dealt with your fear. You dealt with survival. You dealt with all these things that hardship makes you what you are.